Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester,
Yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Goal!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Welcome in, OTB.
That took a while.
Here on this Thursday morning, live from the Raising Cane studio. Jake, Flynn, Jordan, and Tay all here with you. How we doing? How we living? How's life?
Doing fantastic.
Mustache looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I shaved, everything but last night, so it could pop this morning. I want to go on the weekend with a mustache popping. You know what I mean?
I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. Mustache has to pop.
It's got to pop. If you're going to do it right.
That's right.
It's been good, man. Weather's been a little nasty. So it's been a while since I've taken the interstate to work because of some carpool situations.
It's been a while.
Needing to happen.
Yeah, thank you for that.
So got on interstate for the first time this morning, and, man, I completely forgot that.
It was a worse drive because you didn't have my company.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
But early in the morning, people just don't know how to drive. So
I was actually saving you from that.
So be better, people. People being real a-holes out there.
Are we sure that's only early in the morning?
Well, I mean, it's all the time, certainly.
Especially here.
Just be better. People slamming on their brakes. I had one guy just driving, taking up 2 lanes. And, like, the dotted line wasn't even, like, on one side or the other of his car. It was, like, right in the center of his car.
I mean, why not?
Why not,
Matt?
Why not? Doesn't want to get past.
Why not when there's a drizzle outside? People are just like, I have no idea what to do. And I'm like, here's an idea.
Yep.
The same thing you normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Just do that. I told you, I got off the interstate this morning. I was like, I'm not doing this. I didn't get here till about 6:15, 6:20. I was like, worth it.
Yep. Man, a principle there.
I did. I got off. I was like, because you're driving. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. And then, boom, just slam on your brakes randomly. Why would you ever do that on the interstate? Stop doing that, guys.
Stop doing it.
They were just mega dumb this morning.
Yeah, people are dumb driving. Some people are rude driving. Some people have these, big cars. This one guy's, like, weaving in and out of people, cutting people off, making them slam on their brakes.
And then you always have the guy honking and flashing his lights, trying to be Tommy Tough Knuckles over there.
Yeah.
Buddy, chill
Tommy
out.
Tough Knuckles.
And we can only assume is like phallically challenged a little bit and just out there.
Oh, his truck's lifted always.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Livingston Parish for sure. Anyway, but other than that, we got here on time. We got here safely. We got us out. So nasty weather out there. Y'all stay safe. Have y'all been doing your grocery shopping recently?
We did all that. Getting your waters and doing everything.
Is all the toilet paper gone yet? That's first thing to go.
I don't even know.
I hate how people act in dire needs like this. It's not even a dire need. I remember when we had the hurricane scare like last year. Oh, you would have thought like it was Armageddon.
Yeah.
You would have thought, and it wasn't even a hurricane scare. No, I think it was like the freeze or whatever. You would have thought like it was the world was finna end. People was putting. You go to the gas station, dude hopping out the back of the truck with three little gas containers filling up. I'm like, bro, we got 1,000 people in line, man. You just
you only get to act like that once a year. Okay, it's a big deal.
It's just
let them have their fun.
It's a seasonal thing. Seasonal.
Why is the first thing to go always the booty tissue?
I mean,
why is that?
That's
the
a good
first to go?
question.
I mean, because not everybody has a bidet at their home.
Remember COVID though? They were out for like months.
Yeah.
I just don't. I never understood that. Like, I get it. That's of all the things you don't want to run out of. That is certainly
for sure
up there.
It's like guys, I ran out of ramen and cold cuts. But dang it, I got my tools.
Yeah, but you don't need 220 rolls.
You don't
for like a night of power outage.
I get the bread, the eggs, and all that. The water. Of course, that's cool. I have no issue with that. The gas,
survive. You got to survive.
Yeah, I get that. The gas, you got to pump your generator up and do all that. But man, come on, man. We all got to take a number 2, and everybody likes to start. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody likes to start the day off, but me personally, I like to start my day off with one. So I need my toilet paper.
Sure.
Need it. 2-ply. Do not need that number 1. Number 1 is a sin. 1-ply, that's what you got. 1-ply, that's a sin. No. And that's that's gonna be left. A 2-ply is gone.
You don't get the ones with the bark still in it.
Yeah, you basically you're not even using tissue at that point if you got 1-ply, bro. You second, you get down and dirty. It's wraps.
Yeah, so it looks like parts of the southeast are just going to get absolutely crushed with some winter. So I guess that means snow. Definitely some low temps.
Is that what you call football weather?
That's what he calls football.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you call football weather?
Hello.
I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers, but I remember that whole debate we had. This is your football weather.
There is some football, and there is some good football to be played this weekend.
I know you love that Bears game.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I know you love that.
Bears game was great. Who was the game before that? That was snowing, too.
Patriots?
CJ Stroud.
Yes, Patriots. Patriots second half was beautiful.
Yes.
CJ did not like it, even though he's an Ohio State guy.
Which is crazy.
You'd think he'd be ready.
He wasn't ready for anything.
He's soft as Charmin, though.
He was not ready.
Speaking of the toilet paper missing, soft.
He was throwing to people that weren't there.
Yep.
And
And seeing people that weren't there, that were once alive, but they're not anymore. They're ghosts. Seeing those.
They might have to make a decision on him.
I like how we just transitioned at some heavy sports stuff there.
I mean, well, it's perfect. We talked about some toilet paper and poop, and then we go to CJ Stroud. So it kind of it's a good transition.
The shoe fits.
Is there a conversation that needs to be had about Ohio State quarterbacks at this point?
That's a Taylor take right there.
Just saying, man.
Don't trust Ohio State quarterbacks in the NFL.
Just saying. Stroud was looking like he was going to be the one that broke out. I had high hopes for Justin Fields way back when.
Ugh, no.
So it's who was before that? Cardell Jones and JT Barrett and my boy Braxton Miller. I don't know, even though he go to the league as a quarterback, but
Troy Smith.
Who was my I already said Braxton Miller. Never mind.
The guy we played was Beckett?
Todd Beckman.
Yep.
I guess say the most successful Ohio State quarterback post-college would be Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah.
Still doing it.
Just saying, man. I can't really name one that just pops off the screen. And I feel like they have a lot of good college quarterbacks for sure.
And no, Ohio State, you can't claim Joe Burrow.
Oh.
He's ours.
Kind of claims them from time to time. He always says he went to school at Ohio State, played at LSU.
Sure.
So he didn't go to school at LSU.
Which should tell you about his school.
I get it.
He's playing it cordial.
Been
man.
there.
He's playing it cordial. He's kind of like how Jalen Hurts does the what do you say?
Well, he's still in Ohio, so he's got to do that, right?
Yeah, he's out there.
Oh, Craig Krenzel. Forgot about that guy.
He didn't mean it. Ooh, Craig Krenzel.
Yeah.
Natty champion.
He was. Beat that Miami team, right?
Yeah, he did. Beat him up.
God, dude, there's some names I don't even recognize. Justin Zwick.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of that guy. Started in 2004 and 2005.
I'm sure the kid that there's now is going to break that trend.
You had Troy Smith.
Saying.
And then the guy that played against us, Todd.
Wait, hold on. Is C.J. Stroud the most successful NFL Ohio State quarterback?
Currently, yes.
Terrell Pryor
I was about to say
receiver.
Okay.
He didn't play quarterback, but he
was one of your
in the league
teammates.
for a while.
Who's that?
Terrell Pryor.
Terrell Pryor.
He played quarterback for a little bit.
He was nasty on the Browns.
Joe
Terrell Pryor, he
Boserman.
beat me out.
Boserman. This is a crazy list. All right.
Nobody notable?
I mean, names like you mentioned Braxton Miller, and then Troy Smith won the Heisman. JT Barrett played for 73 years in college. Yes. Cardell Jones.
12 gauge.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Cardell Jones, he's the one that came in as a true freshman and was really.
Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace.
Dwayne Haskins, yes. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Dwayne Haskins.
That's right.
But that's it.
You talking about didn't come here to play school?
Yeah.
That was Cardell.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's something.
I mean, he said what we're all thinking.
Visionary. Visionary. So how'd y'all feel about Carson Beck coming out and saying that, he been graduated, that uproar that people felt when he came out and said he been graduated, he just plays football for the last 2 years. And people was in uproar like, this is a college quarterback and he's not going to class.
I think he said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He graduated.
Yeah, but you got to be doing some sort of schooling.
So it's like,
I mean, I assume the rules are still there because
You got to you have to like be working towards something. Like you have to be working towards your master's or some type of a degree.
okay.
And I think once you graduate, I don't know if they hold you to like the hours standard. Like before you get your bachelor degree, like you have to take 12 hours a semester. You have to take a certain amount of hours to
just to be
count.
a student. Yeah.
I think once you graduate, and if like you're working towards a master's or whatever it is, I think those rules certainly change. I don't know if you might have to have a half an hour a semester. I have no idea.
Half an hour.
I'm about to say half an hour.
I remember my senior year. So I graduated December of 2007, so a couple weeks before the national championship game. But like I had loaded up my schedule before that. Basically, I didn't graduate on purpose, like in the spring, because I was going to load. I had all I had to do is take these BS classes for like the minimal amount of hours. So I had nothing to do pretty much my senior year, the last year to play college football, but it still counted. But I had like tailored my schedule around that. And I think the minimum amount of hours, I think it was 9 now that I think about it. So I took 3 classes the fall of our 2007 year, and they were all BS classes. Like they weren't challenging. I didn't have
you was taking like pain one.
I didn't have to study. It's just what you can do that in the scheduling.
Philosophy.
And, that sounds tough.
My philosophy class was just my professor would go in there and just yap. He would just yap, and that's pretty much what the class would tell us. Like read a little thing right here. Other than that, he just yapping. So I just felt. I mean, once he said he graduated, I was like, well, what more do y'all want, bro? He did what he had to do. It would have been different if he didn't graduate, and it's like he's just a professional college quarterback.
LSU Yeti here in the Bayou Ford chat saying, QB1 basically admitted he never went to class. Love it. Hey, what'd you want me to do? You want me to go to more?
Y'all, this man hated school.
Whoa.
I'm just letting y'all know.
Children listening.
I tell you, look, this man hated school.
Love ball.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't come here for school.
Whoa, okay. It's just go to class, people.
Yeah.
Get A's.
He's not a role model.
You know what's weird? It's like it's a weird transitional time in your life where, all I knew coming out of Tyler, Texas was I wanted to play football. I didn't know if I wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer or, local radio co-host. No idea.
Life's crazy.
So I didn't know what to study. So I was taking these. I had this major. So I got to pick a major at some point, right? Because I'm playing college football. I got to got to be eligible. So you take a sign up for a major that wasn't working towards anything. So I wasn't like super motivated. Maybe I could have been a little bit more.
What did you end with? General studies?
Yeah. So I got a general knowledge of a lot of things.
Everything.
A lot of things. But looking back on it, it's probably one of my bigger regrets is like I didn't actually work towards something. But at the time I look back at it, I was like, man, I was a dumb 18-year-old when I got there. I was like, no idea. I just wanted to go work out and throw a football.
Well, I mean, you kind of ended up going to the NFL, so it's like
it worked out for me.
It pretty much worked out.
It worked out for me, but I was fortunate.
Yeah, the main goal was to go to the league. You went to the league. So, I mean.
I was very fortunate, but,
a lot of people aren't fortunate like that, yes.
Right.
So, no, I get you.
I don't think I was like the only person like at that time of your life. You don't really know what you're going to do or want to do. Anyway, I regress. But Carson Beck, I bet he's got to be doing something. He's just like not doing anything. He might not be going to class, but they got him enrolled into something, and he's getting a grade given to him at something.
Yeah, it could just be 6 hours online.
6 hours online, and they are like, hey, professor.
You just got to be in there. Don't even got the camera on. You just in there.
Nobody goes to class anymore.
Yeah.
That's a major college football player.
Yeah.
No, it's all online, everywhere across the country.
Really?
Yeah.
I just saw Angel.
So we were ahead of our time, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were basically doing it online.
We loved going to class. Mm-hmm. If you're listening in the car.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
All right. Didn't know how we found ourselves on Ohio State quarterbacks into that, but that's what typically segment number 1 is here on this show.
CJ Stroud, not very good.
All right. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com, the website for Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Anywhere in the state of Louisiana, we are talking to you. And you go to the website, remember you can have a chat with them right there on the homepage of getgordon.com. You can always find them on social media. The handle on all major social media is going to be at getgordon. And then, as you know, in Louisiana, you want to give them a call, just put your area code followed by 888-8888. And again, doesn't matter if you're in Shreveport, Monroe, Alexandria, Houma, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, anywhere in the state of Louisiana, you can get in contact with Gordon McKernan by dialing the 888-8888.
You know who I think had a probably pretty keen eye on this portal class? Gordon McKernan. We've seen that G team. We've seen all the great work that he's done with LSU and that G team. We've seen all the great work that Gordon McKernan does in the community as well. But at the heart of everything, Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys are here to fight for you. So if you've been injured, whether it's a car accident, whether it's on the job site, no matter where it is, give them a call. Let them fight for you.
It's on. You know we had to do it again, right?
We had to do it again, boy. I want you to sing to these ladies, man.
So I'm up first.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Hope that you find when I know what you got in mind tonight. Got me feeling like Judas. See, girl, I can't leave you alone. Take a shot of this here Patron, and it's gonna be on. VIP then got way too crowded. I'm about to, and I'm calling it a night. You should holler at your girl, tell her you're shaking the scene. Pull off peep peep shotgun in the GT with me. She said, oh, I'm ready to ride.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. I hate to end this song, but we do got to go ahead and get this show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go to GoFlowIV.com, GEAUX, FlowIV.com, 225-953-8150. That is the number. That is the website for GoFlow IV Spa. So go check them out online or off of Jefferson in Baton Rouge. Got some nasty weather coming up. I'm sure it'll be like 80 degrees the next week after that, and probably going to be feeling a little under the weather, so go ahead and get out in front of it. Or if you're already feeling under the weather, go see them over at GoFlow IV Spa.
That's right. Sniffle season continues, and winter is hitting hard this weekend into next week. So make sure you go get that. How about a Myers cocktail? Boost that immune system. Get ready for the cold weather. Get ready for those constant and never-ending weather changes and shifts that we get here in South Louisiana. So go check them out if you've never had a little IV therapy. Go get an account over there, in and out first in 30 to 40 minutes, feeling great. It works immediately. Get hydrated, get vitamized, go Flow IV.
So we had some news that Flynn got to break yesterday in the transfer portal, huh?
Oh, yeah, it was breaking news.
How'd you feel?
And it wasn't Dylan. It was different.
Who's Dylan?
Rayola.
Where'd he go?
I felt it was a lot of pressure. I feel like that was on me. And we had to break some news, but Prince he decided to commit here, so we had to break it right here.
Omami Ellen, is that what we're going with here?
Uman Ellen is how they've kind of all.
Yeah, Musa kind of crushed the pronunciation. I did not.
Well, he had an older brother who was a kind of a star player before him, so people had practice.
Prince Lee.
How about the
Prince
how about it's so
Yep.
Prince Lee?
Okay, older brother.
Prince Will.
Prince Will.
Third one, Prince
Is it Prince Will or Prince
Will.
Prince Will.
And then the last one's just Prince.
Okay. There's a theme there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he's the favorite or the least favorite based on his name, but he just got Prince.
All right. Wonder what the father's name is.
King,
yeah.
King. I knew that.
Should have.
I knew that.
Right there in
It's
front
on
of
me.
you, bud.
It's on me.
You do get a really nice player, and I know y'all talked about it yesterday, but when we were going around the room right before the portal hit, we were talking about positions of need, and I went with edge rusher. You had 2 edge rushers out of the portal last year, one from Florida, one from Florida State, that, stayed healthy and played, did the whole deal, but they had, 3 sacks between them. Like, that had to go up.
Yeah.
You had to get somebody way more dynamic off the edge. You've brought in a couple of players, but this is one of the better players in the entire transfer portal, and you're able to obviously get him away from Ole Miss. This is one of the bigger ones. This is a position of need. It's a position where you've got to be really good to be a championship level team. You got to have a guy that you've got a game plan against. LSU didn't have that a year ago. And so, yeah, it's not only like a great move to add to what was already a great portal class, but this is just a great move in general because of all the things that it does for your defense.
Yeah, and even with the whole, I know that everybody's still kind of eyes on Jordan Seaton, what's going to happen. But even if this bookends your transfer portal clause, it's a great way to finish it off. We talked about the defense, the edge rusher being a huge point of emphasis, a point of need on this team. There was multiple spots that we talked about. Edge rusher on the defensive side was probably the spot that we needed to improve at, get better at. And, of course, LSU had a good defense in 2025.
Yeah.
We cannot say it was a great defense. Because in order to be a great defense, you have to be able to consistently put pressure and collapse a pocket with a 4-man rush.
Right.
You can't have to create a numbers advantage to always get your pressure. So those great defenses that you think of, whether at all levels of football, can create havoc and create pressure and make the quarterback uncomfortable with just a 4-man rush. We see it all the time. We'll look at all the NFL. Look what the Texans were doing. Why did everybody say, man, this defense is great? Oh, because they had great back-end players, certainly. But they could create pressure and create havoc. Even if they didn't sack the quarterback, they are making him move. They are making him get the ball up faster.
Right.
They're making them get one less person on a route concept fast because he's having to chip or thump or worry about creating some sort of body presence to slow those guys down. So hopefully Prince will kind of help build that. And so if LSU wants to take that step from a really, really good defense to a great defense, which certainly they have all the pieces, they have the coaching, they have the coordinator in place to be great, they have to be good at defensive end.
Yeah, and Taylor, you did a good job pointing it out here inside of a document. Out of the 41 commitments, 36 of them have more than 1 year of eligibility remaining. Now, as Coach Kim Mulkey told us, sometimes that doesn't mean like a whole lot because you think you're going to have them for 3 or 4 years and you have them for 1, but
you have to have a 1-year mindset, basically.
It does give you the ability to try to retain more players and not have to do 41 more players in the portal next year.
I don't want to do that. Please, no.
I mean, we set the number at 25, so we soared way over that.
They got that in the first 3 days.
They got that in receivers.
Pretty much.
20. What did we say? We said 25?
Yeah, we said 25 was the number.
Boy.
Also, the part that's probably not getting talked enough about because of all the 41 new players, and you're excited about them and some of the top players at their position, the retention of the defense.
Yep.
Now, the offense, you lost everybody.
Yep. The retention is probably the most important part to kind of kick off the portal class.
Yes. DJ Pickett, Whit Weeks, Tamarcus Cooley. Like, we can go name, there's a ton of names in there that are going to be counted on as being starters on this football team. P.J. Woodland's another guy. Like, that was as important as anything that you did, was retain that defense that we're talking about. Now you got to pair him with the pieces that you're putting into place. And if you do end up getting Jordan Seaton, that's going to be a portal class that before any ball is snapped, I realize that, but on paper, that's going to be one of the better ones in the portal era.
Lane said it on Tuesday. We were talking about it yesterday when Moose was here, that Lane Kiffin said he believes, on paper, this will be the best portal class ever. Obviously, you got to coach them up. Obviously, they got to do it on the field. But, just looking at it from outside in, we were discussing it yesterday. You can poke holes in anything in life that you want to. Anybody's going to find some. It's very hard right now to poke holes in this portal class. You've kind of done what you've needed to do at every single position. Edge was an issue. Last week we talked about inside linebacker. You got TJ Daugherty to come play that spot. You needed to shore up the offensive line. You got 4 of them over the weekend. I mean, you're in a really good spot.
And I think just with the comment about retention, like when you're looking at a portal class, this day and age with college football, like you have to, like the guys you retain should be added to your portal. Like that should be added to your overall grade for maintaining these guys, right? I mean, because they could just easily just put their name in the portal, right?
Right.
And just think about the dominoes that have fallen on that defensive side of the ball. None of this happens. I mean, I'm not going to say none of this, but it doesn't happen to this extent with this much success on the retention part and the new recruitment part if that first domino doesn't fall, which is Blake Baker deciding to stay here as defensive coordinator instead of taking a head coaching new opportunity, which we all know that he probably wants at some point when it's right.
Yeah.
But him staying, I certainly think a catalyst to the retention. And then you get that retention part, and now you have a little extra element to recruit with. Hey, come play with these guys that are staying, with this coach that is staying. Then, you better have the best portal class ever because you probably spent the most money ever in the portal. So it's very exciting, obviously, to have all these. And then it just kind of capped off. Like I said, if the Prince Will commitment yesterday is just the bookend of this portal class, I think we can all say it was a very, very, very successful class. So, exciting stuff.
So, like, from what you see right now up until this point, what do you feel like the ceiling is of this team? Where you feel like this team has to?
It's go.
There is.
Hey,
I mean,
you better go.
You better do it. You better go.
You better get to where.
So y'all saying natty year one, or you just
playoff for sure?
Playoffs for sure.
No,
okay.
even
so playoffs.
Not even a blink.
Anything less than playoffs, that's where we at. Okay.
I mean, I feel like as you know, there's a certain amount of funds available, right?
Yeah.
And just so happens that it's a lot of funds this year for LSU. So, and they're emptying that clip. They're not like saving.
Oh, not at all.
They're not saving for the future. They're spending for right now. Yep. So the expectation in that building from a coach's standpoint, especially the guy in the biggest coach or the biggest office,
most definitely,
is a national championship. Now, is that realistic? I have no idea. Can you
You build a culture.
Can you build a culture that fast? Can you install an offense? Well, Indiana did it.
Indeed.
And 2, and they were the worst program ever. So
there's not going to be like no athletic director at any major university that's been successful in football is going to want to hear any excuse,
especially when you spend like
right,
this,
wrong, or indifferent.
Right?
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
right. When you are provided with these resources, you have to go do it. Now, it's still football. Right?
It is.
I mean,
it's played on the field.
Yeah. I mean, there's certainly no guarantees unless you're the Dodgers.
It's true, man.
They did kind of have a pretty tight little World Series, though.
Yeah, they just spend. Like, where's it coming from?
Are you talking about LSU?
No, the Dodgers.
Oh.
Yeah, because like 40,
like
the millions LSU spend, it's a lot of money, but like the Dodgers just like, hey, you're kind of okay. You want $40 million a year?
So we're gonna give you 40 so the other teams can't have you.
Exactly.
You saw how they did Tucker a contract though, where they gave him a $64 million signing bonus off rip, and then he just plays for $1 million this season.
Yeah, that's what they do with their like Shohei played for like $1 million this last year,
and that's just
all his is like deferred.
And that's just crazy. Like they can do
if
that.
you can get players to do it.
Oh yeah,
I would give you $64 million up front. Yeah, and during the season you're gonna make $1 million.
But and then you're playing for the Dodgers. You're in California, so it's like it's so enticing. Why not play?
You know what? My brain like immediately goes to like, well, you're more like the 64 million is more like 30 after California and federal taxes.
No, for sure. 29, 28.
Immediately.
Here, let's play a couple of fun scenarios.
Okay.
LSU regular season 10-2 next year. Success?
And we'll answer that when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Boom. Pro radio.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's off the bench.
Oh, yeah. We're reminding them one more time.
Let's go.
One more time.
They need to know.
All right, if you live on the Spanish Town Parade route and you're hosting people at your house, here's a pro tip. Don't let them come into your house. What do you mean? Well, you call Trash Ranger Sanitation for clean, reliable, special event portable toilets. So whether you're throwing a neighborhood party, hosting friends, or just planning ahead for Parade Day, Trash Rangers brings the toilets right to your home. Quick, easy, and hassle-free. Spanish Town is coming up on February the 14th, so don't wait until the last minute. Plan ahead and call now or visit trashrangers.com and get your spot covered for the parade.
That's right, Trash Rangers Sanitation. They are number one at picking up number two, so make sure you get those portable toilets ready to roll for parade season. And after the parade, after that party, how about a little roll-off dumpster to clean up all that trash? Trash removal, the most reliable trash removal service in Louisiana. So go check them out, commercial, residential, sanitation, whatever it is, trashrangers.com.
I can put you in a log cabin, somewhere in Aspen. Girl, ain't nothing to the pain, ain't tricking if you got it, what you asking for. Put you in a mansion, somewhere in Wisconsin. Like I said, ain't nothing to the pain, we can change the last name, what's happening?
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Jordan, keep this up while I tell the people about the incredible Tyler Group. If you're looking at development, if you're looking for growth in Baton Rouge, one name you need to know is Pala. Pala specializes in commercial, mixed-use development, construction, property. We always talk about them. They've been doing this for a long, long time. They've been doing it since the 70s. They've been doing it here in the Gulf Coast. They've also been employee-owned, right? Helical piles, always talk about like different things they can do. Go check them out at palagroup.com. And if you want to rhyme mansion in Wisconsin, you can do it as well. I mean, I look, you got to get creative sometimes.
You do, man, and it becomes an all-time bar, just from being out the box.
All right, what was the question you asked?
I don't remember.
Yes, you do.
Oh, he said
Teased about LSU, and I was trying to set you up, and you didn't spike the ball there. You were talking about LSU being 10-2.
Oh, yeah.
What that would look like.
Yeah, so based on the portal class, based on Lane coming in, based on coaches that he has brought from Ole Miss, coaches that he's retained on the defensive side of the ball, there's a high expectation. There's also a high expectation that comes from the amount of money that has been spent as well. Emptying the clip when it comes to all this NIL money, all this rev share, all this stuff. So with that comes a great responsibility. So what would successful Jordan asked what the ceiling was. Ceiling certainly would be a national championship. Now, is that an expectation? As a fan base, probably cautiously optimistic about every prediction.
Yes.
But that's what they're thinking in that building. They're not spending for no reason. Like a couple weeks ago, Coach Mulkey did say when we were talking to her, like you kind of have to look every year in the NIL where like it's like a 1-year deal with a lot of these kids because legally they can enter the portal every single year. Even if you like the quarterback at Duke, he had a 2-year contract, but he entered the portal after 1 year. These are 1-year deals.
Very immense.
So yes, I just posed a question: if in the regular season LSU's 10-2, how do we look at that? Is that a good? Is that success?
Can I ask?
Yeah, because I think you make the playoffs at 10-2.
Okay.
So I think it's successful.
Can I ask a little bit more context on the 2 losses? Can you? Does the 2 losses matter? Like, who are those 2 losses to?
I don't care. If 10-2 gets you in the playoffs,
They're
you're in the
SEC
playoffs.
losses.
Okay, so you beat Clemson.
Beat Clemson.
Okay, beat Clemson.
Yep, beat Clemson.
Okay.
So SEC losses, not a bottom tier.
Okay.
Just we hadn't fleshed this completely out. Let's just say, but at 10-2, are we excited about that? Because we've seen 10-2, certainly SEC teams not make it.
I think so.
Okay.
And a 12-team playoff. Besides Vanderbilt. Was Vanderbilt the only one?
Yeah, I think so.
Texas had 3 losses, huh?
Yeah, right.
Texas had 3 losses. Okay,
And then
so
last
Texas-
year, Bama, South Carolina were 3.
Yep.
So, yeah, if you're 10-2, you're
Yeah, had more to do, unfortunately, with Vanderbilt being Vanderbilt. Than,
Okay. All right, 10-2, not in the SEC championship.
I think
You
it's
don't care
pretty.
about it.
No, I think it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
It's college football playoff. 10-2, and you don't make it, people are mad.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I think that's fair to
I think
say.
I think 10-2 or like that's the standard.
Yeah.
I feel like for people to say like that was a really, really great first year, 10-2 is probably the floor.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the floor. Unless you're 9-3 and something crazy happened in that
loss.
third, like a crazy
Yeah.
loss, bad call, whatever. I don't know. But I think 10-2 would be that floor for LSU fans based on the excitement and the hype and the amount of funds that she knows. Because I'd like to see at the end of the day, once the dust settles on all this, on this portal class, and more information is available on contracts, like how much was actually spent on the 2026 roster and what that compares to like the most expensive rosters that we've ever heard of around the country. Certainly this year, but in past years. Is this going to be the most expensive roster ever assembled in college football?
I mean, if you get Seton, I think it will be. Because him by himself was what you said, Ted, like $3 million by himself.
I mean, that's
the
what
rumors, right?
predicting.
Yeah, three and a half ish, something. I don't know where those numbers come from. Again,
Yeah, but
we're speculating like everybody else. He's expensive.
Yeah, he'll be expensive. So I mean, if you add him, I think other than like Texas Tech, they're paying a grip for everybody on that team. So
yeah, that is true.
And Indiana just got that new donation, so it's like a lot of teams.
Miami's spending as well. They wanted to spend 7.5 on Ty Simpson, reportedly.
Yeah. I mean, you see what they're doing with Darian Mensah. They're trying to extract him. So
I know. Well, but if you're Darian Mensah, like you're not going there unless you're going there after the news of Ty Simpson getting offered 7.5. So like that's probably what you're expecting.
Oh yeah, I think you already know they're pulling some type of strings just for he's on a 2-year deal with Duke just for him to even try and break that by itself, and he's not getting paid pennies at Duke.
Mm-hmm.
That they're obviously offering something like insane offer where it's like it's too good to refuse.
Christian in the Bobby Ford chatter said, if they go 9-3, is it a Les Miles 9-3 or BK 9-3? Because they both felt and looked completely different. It's a really good point.
That's a good point, man.
It's a really good point.
That's a good take.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was asking about the losses. Like those two losses kind of matter who you lose to. In the grand scheme, it kind of does matter.
Were we like 10-2 like every year we were here? Except the championship, we were 12-2 because we played.
Let's see. We were...
Or maybe 9-3 in 04 because of the Iowa loss.
What was 06?
10-2.
Yeah, that was the Sugar Bowl Notre Dame win.
Yeah.
So 11-2 that year.
I don't know.
Especially, I kind of feel like those losses matter if it's early in the season or later in the season.
Yep.
The home slate that you have is incredible. Maybe one of the best ones LSU football has ever had.
I know we got Texas coming to town.
You got Texas, you got Texas A&M, you've got Clemson, you've got Alabama.
Alabama too?
Right? Right, Tay?
At home?
Yeah.
Pull up schedule. We
obviously know you're going to Ole Miss.
Yeah, I know everything got we can't do the even odd years anymore because it's all
because you played A&M at home last year.
Yeah,
because
because
them
with
again now. Yeah.
schedule changes, it all shifted.
Do you think there will be any more around the country a more venom-filled environment than at Ole Miss Stadium will be?
No, it will be something I don't think we've ever seen before.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be scary.
Bama's at home.
Yeah, that's what I call it. When Coach Saban came back here, there have been some time pass.
Yeah.
There was 4 years.
At least, yeah.
He's going into his fourth year because we played him there in 07.
Okay,
and then he came here in 08. So time had passed.
Okay.
And he didn't leave,
like that.
Yeah. He went to the league
directly for a job,
from here to there. And that was pretty vile.
Now, in 2007, when we did win a national championship, would LSU fans have cared if we lost all games but won Alabama? I think I remember people telling me that. I don't care what games you win or lose, just beat Alabama.
I guess I was younger at that time. Like, for me, at that point, Alabama wasn't a rival.
No,
Like,
they
for
weren't.
me growing up, Alabama wasn't good till about 08, 09. So,
But they were as soon as Saban went there. I just remember like before the season.
right.
People being joking, of course, but like, I don't
Sure.
care if you win another game, just beat Alabama. All right. So I went out and threw 3 picks in the second quarter.
Hey, it don't matter. Okay, the game was won.
I mean, I've told you this 1,000 times. If you don't throw one of those picks, I don't know I get drafted as high.
It was all in the second quarter.
I'm pretty sure they're all in the second quarter.
Yeah, he was like DJ Khaled.
I mean, real early, right in the middle, and then real late.
Another one.
Okay.
We bounced back.
We rallied behind the boys.
Hey, think about
bunch
that.
of tuds in the second.
3 picks,
half.
and we let up a punt return for a touchdown, still won.
Yeah. So,
Can anybody tell me who returned the punt for a touchdown for Alabama?
Yeah, Javier Arenas.
Javier Arenas.
is that the
There's
guy
no way I
that
was gonna guess that.
is that
DB?
the guy with whose ankle exploded?
No, that was Tyron Prothro. You talking about the
Yeah.
receiver?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was a couple years earlier.
Way above my.
Prothro is the one that first guy that ever had the catch behind somebody's back.
Yes.
Southern
pinned
Miss.
it.
Same
guy.
Yeah,
Same
that
guy.
was awesome.
No,
that
Javier
the same
Arenas
year that
played
it-
DB for him. He was good.
Yeah,
That was like
good.
Saban's first. Like him and Julio were kind of the first like big time players he'd brought in.
Mm-hmm.
Julio.
Someone's asking me if I equal CJ Stroud.
No,
I mean, he's got a lot more starts.
no,
than
you
me.
were good in the postseason.
Got a lot more starts than me. But I'll tell you what, I could have done exactly what I could have thrown 4 picks last weekend. Easily.
Oh, I got faith you could.
I could have made a deep playoff run with the Texans this year.
So we're all unanimous
10-2.
10-2.
playoff.
You have to, or you're gonna get clowned.
You can't spend that much. Yeah, you can't spend
You're
that
gonna
much.
get clowned.
Not have that be the
Oh,
expectation.
if you
And
don't, if y'all,
that should be, and I think it is.
If you
Knowing
don't
the guys
make the
like we do.
playoffs, we're
That's
gonna
the
get
that's the
crushed.
expectation.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
their
Yeah.
national media is going to have a field day if
Yeah.
we don't make the playoffs.
That's what
My
I'm saying.
God.
Like, that's the only way to save your behind because you're going to get smoked.
Oh my God! And
All summer, all off season, you're going to get smoked. From January until the ball lined up again in August, you're going to get smoked.
Yep.
Lane Kiffin is going to be dragged through the mud every month. Like it's going to be bad. You have to make the playoffs.
But I think the thing that is known across the street is they know that too.
Oh yeah,
They understand it, and it should be that way, right?
they welcome it. Yeah.
It should.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
Lane's
absolutely
lovely.
should
That's why
be
you
that
come
way.
here.
Like you don't come to LSU to like go 8-4.
yeah.
Oh, you got to be Dabo.
Hey.
You got to look dominant over Dabo.
You don't want to go to the Texas Bowl again.
Oh you know,
I love Houston and appreciate our alumni base there, but
yeah,
maybe switch it up this year. I don't think 3 years in a row.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you do go to the Texas Bowl, don't be like Notre Dame. Just go play in them.
Let's go play. 8 p.m. kickoffs.
Don't let your captains make dumb decisions.
All right, we got to take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
Well, if you made the call and you listened to us and you got it already set up, I bet you're feeling pretty fat and cocky about having that whole home generator from Boudreaux's right about now with this weather.
Watching
that's
that
coming
weather,
down.
like, multiple day
the
power
way.
outages.
Because when
spit in
everybody
your
else's
face.
power goes out, you can hear the just a little old hum
Yep.
of your whole home generator powering your entire house because it's more power, it's more protection, and Matthew, it's the ultimate peace of mind.
Yeah, when a lot of people are going to be waiting in line to get that gas so they can fill up that little tiny generator they have, just keep like the freezer on, maybe keep like one light bulb on in their house. You're going to be chilling. You're going to be grilling. You're going to be just watching NFC, AFC championship games this weekend while everybody else has the power outage. So because you got that peace of mind. Get that. If you've been thinking about it, give them a call. Go to the website, Boudreaux's Electrical, big red button. Get a free Generac quote today. Boudreaux'Electrical.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
You're laughing at everything.
In the chat here, Daniel Basham says QB prospects probably didn't want BK grinding on them.
Oh, Walker Howard is going back to Ole Miss. I know it was like a week ago, but I don't think we talked about it. And it was funny because I was telling y'all I covered the Sugar Bowl, which Ole Miss won. And after the game, I see Walker Howard run onto the field with like a Ole Miss sweater vest on. And I'm like, the hell's he doing? Plays for UL. Like, I know he went to Ole Miss, but okay, I guess he's just cheering for like some. Turns out he's going back.
Hey, man.
So it makes
They need-
sense.
they
It
need
makes sense
somebody.
now. Makes sense now.
Is there a richer man on earth than the person that makes Ole Miss sweater vests?
No,
He's got to be loaded, huh? He might be the biggest NIL
buddy.
partner Ole Miss has.
Patagonia hates to see that guy coming. He knows he got no chance of staying on the shelves for
Who?
long.
Brad?
Chad.
Chad.
There was so many in New Orleans.
Every time they
lot of
showed the
cores were
fans
warm.
in the stands, like it's just a line of like white dudes with a tie and a sweater vest.
A lot of cores were warm, but certainly not knees.
No.
Certainly not the tops of their feet either.
Why not?
Because the penny loafers with no socks. Tops of your feet get chilly. Yeah. A pair of shorts hadn't touched the boy's kneecap. 10 years at Ole Miss. Didn't even come close.
But that was who BK was in one of those videos with. God, that was weird.
That was so weird.
Wait, that
who
was
thought
Walker
that was a
Howard?
good idea?
Yeah, he was
Oh
one of
my
them. Yeah.
goodness.
And there was a tight end.
Who thought that was a good idea? They were like, "Yep, this looks
Yeah.
good."
I don't know.
This is
The
it, coach. This is
tight
the
end
one.
was Danny Lewis, went to Alabama. But good news is he never did
Yeah.
anything there.
Yeah, but they had to like rewatch it before they posted
They had
it,
to
and they're
edit
like,
and
"Yep,
everything,
this is it. This is going to help us."
Crushed it.
Surely it got leaked. Surely they didn't put that out there.
It was AI.
I don't know. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to rouses.com. Once you go to the website, find that location that is nearest you. And once you do, just know that you're going to be able to go in and you're going to be able to get right now during king cake season any king cake that you can imagine. They've got every different flavor. We said it yesterday. We'll say it again. If you like just a basic cinnamon like Flynn, they got you. If you like it churched up, Dr. Pepper king cake like Tay-Tay, they've got you, and everything in between. Also, you know, they've got those prepared meals already ready to go for you. You'll walk in, you grab the entree, you grab the sides, and you are ready to go for dinner. Go to rouses.com and check out those weekly ads.
That's right. Go to rouses.com and you're going to navigate that website, but go type in your zip code and it'll show you where your nearest Rouses market is. And it'll show you the local deals that are happening there to tell you like what kind of deal they're having on the meats, on the king cakes, on the pre-made food, whatever it is, you could check it out. And then if you're going to grocery shop for a party, just for everyday living, make sure you do it with a local company, Rouses Markets.